Holy sweet mother of Moses, some of you in the comments section, God help you. I took a scroll through that mess in the Jordan Peterson video and my word. I've noticed every so often, I'll do a video that requires a bit of higher tier thinking, intellectually separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak, and there's a fair few of you who, if you aren't led by the nose like a jackass, you won't get the point because you can't think in abstracts, or deduce anything. And yes, I am being rather conceited and calling some of you thick, but only because you deserve it. I imagine some of you are going, would you like some avatar with your ego, you arrogant bastard? Would you kindly? Which reminds me, can you imagine if you hadn't had breakfast this morning? Good example of this was the Sargon versus Lindsay liberalism leads to communism video. Thankfully though, I did have enough people to dunk on the idiots who opened their mouths and revealed themselves as such. Tip for you guys though, if you ever see me pin a stupid essay of a comment, that's the green light for you to lay waste, because I don't have the patience to tango with that kind of nonsense. Though I will read your shenanigans if you guys want to try, because it's funny. Now, naturally, if you haven't seen the video before, go watch or else this will make very little sense to you. But let's start with the stupid comment because why the hell not? Oh Spoon, Ben doesn't approve of Pride in Tel Aviv. You come across as just completely incoherent and ignorant of the people you tried to denigrate.
To what?
And then people wonder why I have a drinking habit. I know Ben doesn't approve of Pride. It's called a joke because Peterson's soul is owned by the Daily Wire. It's an exaggeration, you pleb. Try getting a sense of humor. The stupidity of some people is astonishing, but anyway. I will say I probably should have played the Twitter video in my own video, and here is why. And I mentioned this before. If you see a video and there's something written about it or through it, if you read what's written before you watch the video, you will be primed to and watch the video through the lens of what's written. Because you guys didn't do that and you're watching just my interpretation, my own reaction just comes across as, well, Jordan didn't say this or mean any of this, which is fair enough, really. Now bear in mind though, if you bother to listen what I said, I asked multiple times, what is the point of the video? Because if you're trying to criticize woke authoritarianism in general, the comments don't reflect this perspective, hence me asking multiple times, what is the point? Because the focus of the exchange seems to cause the audience to be fixated on the female, and I gave my reasons why I believe the comments on the post to be what they are. The reason for the Israeli angle on my part is everyone who's paying attention to Jordan for a while will have noticed the patterns, and when he tweeted, give him hell to Netanyahu, that was pretty much a, oh, we see who's lining your pockets. Now, as far as the woke authoritarianism thing is concerned, and this is where I'm going to ask you to put on your thinking caps, if you have them at all, that phenomenon is a New Age religion. Functionally speaking, it's essentially the unification of church and state. What you see in the video he posted is two members of the same religion disputing over an intra-political faction, prompting me to ask, is what I'm seeing here simply one woke simpleton trying to convert another into the faction that more freely promotes their religion? Never mind Jordan's findings, what am I seeing absent of his own comments on the post? And so given Jordan's rather visible allegiance, let's say, but condemnation of Pride, to see him use that video as an example of woke indoctrination leading to favoring authoritarianism, featuring another person saying Israel has this very thing he is also vocally against, comes across as rather strange. Do you follow? Because I can't make it any simpler than that. Which leads us to the next one. When does the left go too far? I would argue that when you have two people of the same religion arguing which faction best promotes it, that would be my indication of it going too far. And this is why I brought up state overreach in the form of rights, the state removing the capacity for discrimination. Discrimination simply means the enforcement of a standard. Lack of discrimination, lack of standards. And being unable to discriminate eliminates the capacity for any political activity because all politics is based on discrimination. Hence my focus on what does your society value, who is deserving of these forms of rights, and why? What is the basic foundation of Western civilization? I would argue the nuclear family in Christendom. So when we look at Jordan, Jordan does not believe in God. He says he acts as if God exists, which is a Weasley way of saying no. He believes in what I would call its perverted form, the fairness in treating people equally crap. He believes in gay rights. Why does he think they're good and necessary? I have no idea, but he condemns pride, calls it a cardinal sin, he does. Now the Christians, for the better part of over 50 years have said, if you allow this degeneracy in your society to fester, it is going to spiral, and they were right. So in keeping with the spirit of the spigot question, on the spectrum of the Christians were right, to having gay rights, to you end up with pride, How and why do you turn off the spigot, and why did you open it up at all? What exactly was the betterment of allowing these rights in the first place? What power pushed this? Did the majority favor this? Why was this necessary? Has it improved society? If so, by what metric? And do we dare comment on the negative consequences? No, apparently not. Maybe a bit of discrimination is necessary. Maybe a lot of discrimination is necessary. Maybe a society that allows everything is a society that holds sacred nothing. Maybe, just maybe, fairness and equality sucks ass. There you go. Hopefully that clears the video up. Now, if you still don't understand what I was saying after watching this, that just means you're stupid. Don't make your problem mine. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.